Madison with 2 N's, 1 Y, but it's not where you think. Madison King. Madison is with 2 N's, 1 Y, but it's not where you think.
Oh, the joke was bad the first time, so let's run it again. Yeah. Howdy, y'all. I'm Adam, the Renaissance Nerd, back with you for She-Hulk Attorney-at-Law Episode 4 review. Oh, this show is still a disaster. It's not funny, although they got me to half giggle once. I'll give them that. I'll let you know when. The story is still not there. There's nothing. These characters are shallow. They're unlikable. Jen is still an insufferable bitch, and she's an unlikable bitch, and she's a hypocrite. That's where we're going to go with today's review. As we blast through it, because really, it's not that there's nothing much happens in the 20 or so minutes that we have with this. Hypocrisy. That's the special word of the day for this review. Hypocrisy. Those involved with this show fail to understand that they are massive hypocrites when it comes to sexualization of men versus women, and how it's okay when the woman is horny, but if the man so much as winks, oh, we're committing assault. We can't even think things. Can't even say, you sexy ladies. No, you're a creep. You're nothing. Unless you pretend to be a soy boy just to get what you want. Oh, we're gonna get into that. Other than that, nothing happens. Nothing really happens of consequence or of import. These characters suck, and it's shameful how they just try and weave their way through this, calling this some sort of super show. All right, let's dive right in, shall we?
You look happy. I guess you saw that Wong is back. God, everybody loves Wong. It's like giving the show Twitter armor for a week.
Oh, we'll come back to that in a moment. Oh, boy. Prologue first. Got to go to the prologue. We are in some dive stage act in L.A. It's a magic act. Our star of it, Donnie Blaze. They're riffing off Johnny Blaze, who we're never going to actually see, ever probably. At least not in a way people would want to. He's Ghost Rider, by the way. Johnny Blaze is Ghost Rider, for those who don't know. Donnie Blaze is a pathetic fake magician. He can't do his act. His act blows. But there is one great thing. We get Mr. Cornelius, his hype man. There's my laugh for the episode. This is where you got me to crack a half smile and a little bit of a giggle. 4 episodes in, you finally got a laugh out of me, you hacks. Mr. Cornelius, the hype man for Donnie, he's great. But I guarantee he is not what they wanted to be the big joke of this episode. But he is. He's the best thing in this episode. And he's not a real character for any reason, shape, or form. Donnie sucks at his act. He eventually calls up party girl on stage. You saw in their clip, Madison with a Y and 2 N's, but she's here because of her big tits. Let's be honest, big tits Madison. So we're going to call her going forward. Big tits Madison pretends to be a stupid party, well, not pretends, he's a stupid party girl, and his tricks are failing, and Mr. Cornelius goes, do the thing, and Donnie whips out a sling ring and opens a portal, which shows you he had some connection to actual MCU magic. Well, then we clip to Carmitage, and you can tell by the audio that Wong is sitting down to watch some Sopranos. Sometime ask me about the Sopranos. I'll give you my thoughts on that. They're not good. Wong is then suddenly interrupted when a portal opens up from some realm, and out comes Big Tits Madison. Looks a little worse for wear, but still pretty happy. And we find out that Donnie shoved her in a portal, and then she made a deal to get out from wherever she was, and she ended up in Wong's apartment, wherever he is in Carmitage. And Wong is not happy. He goes, Donnie Blaze, and then we get the intro, and then we get to that clip. Now the Donnie Blaze thing, that's our vehicle for the stupid in this episode. That is our case. Because this is supposed to be a courtroom comedy. Anyhow, We are an hour in Jen's house, and you get that clip I just played a few moments ago, where she goes, "Oh, everybody loves Wong. That'll be Twitter show." Guess what? Nobody likes Wong anymore. We liked Wong when he was in Doctor Strange and when he was in Infinity War and at the end of Endgame. That's when we liked Wong, because he was just Wong, not fake Sorcerer Supreme, not crutch with which to meddle around and try and connect these very bad stories across the phase bore landscape. Wong isn't entertaining. The actual actor, Benedict Wong, he's okay. He's all right. No problem with him. But the character of Wong, I'm sorry, nobody's happy to see Wong. You don't get your Twitter show. Then there's point number one here. They're trying to be so self-aware with their fourth wall breaking. Oh, everybody likes Wong. It should protect us on Twitter for a little while. You need protection because your show stinks. And no amount of Wong is going to Twitter shield you. Again, mocking the backlash on social media that they knew was going to come. Remember, this was filmed a while ago. They knew they were going to get pushback for all this garbage. There you go. Oh, we're so self-aware. No, yeah, you're self-aware to the point that you're mocking yourself because you don't realize how stupid you are. We get one quick moment before she leaves the apartment. Cousin Larry Dad comes in. Again, good dad moment. We give Cousin Larry Dad some props. Shows a good dad moment where his daughter was attacked and he wants to make sure she's safe. So he's setting up a security system. Again, what's the shovel for? Some holes, don't ask. Bad humor again. But then Jen's going, I'm a Hulk, don't worry. He goes, did you report it to police? No, because of course, let's not report things to the police. Let's not do the logical stuff. It's a comedy, you toxic haters. Shut up. She leaves him to do his thing. That's it for Cousin Larry Dad. But again, we give props for a good dad moment. We have no problem with Cousin Larry Dad, even though 2 episodes ago made a really bad joke about Bruce. But they used him as a vehicle. It's not his fault. They used him as a vehicle to do it. We're back at work. Jen is clicking through her email, but then she stops to finish her profile on not Tinder. It's the Tinder episode, guys. We're in the Tinder episode now. Pay close attention to her information. Note, she recognizes, she announces, make sure everybody knows her pronouns. Yes, you're a woman. But no, I gotta say she, her. F the pronoun game. Stick it in your ear and F it. It only gets worse. Because this is where we begin with the hypocrisy. The focus of our review. The hypocrisy. These people are stupid. They are stupid because they say one thing in another episode and then forget they did it. We're going to come back to things they forgot in the roundup. It's okay for women to be horny, but men are pigs and creeps. And they don't even realize what they do in this. In their mission to continually paint men as terrible. And women is okay. Women are perfect. We'll come back to the hypocrisy moment because we have to get through, again, the vehicle of the stupid in this episode. Vehicle of the stupid. In comes Wong. I have a case for you. Donnie Blaze is randomly teleporting people and he's going to harm the fabric of magic and reality dimensions, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's an actual important thing, but no, let's make light of it in this stupid episode. And then let's have the stupid exchange about mystical laws versus laws of the regular world, where we get the line, the Book of American Laws? How about you refer to it as, oh, maybe the state constitution of California, or the federal constitution, or, oh, I don't know, the penal code where all the laws are listed, what's right, what's an offense, isn't that, felonies, misdemeanors, all that fun stuff. No. The Book of American Laws. I hate this show. There, vehicles moved along. Wong wants a cease and desist against Donnie Blaze, who's a Combertage washout. There. Moving on to what I really want to talk about. We are now back in everybody's favorite lawyer bar. And of course, they're doing their work in the lawyer bar. No, why do you bring your work to the bar? Because we're wine moms and that's what we do. Well, they're wine Karens. I doubt these women have children. These are wine Karens because no man with a self-respecting penis would go near these women who write this and showrun this and direct this. Jen and Nikki are talking. Forced humor, pushing aside. Then a dude comes over to hit on them both. Okay, nothing wrong with that. But then, of course, they have to do the hyper-characterization of, hey, you two lonely women. Why are you all alone? We're together. We're not alone. Hey, you sexy ladies. Can't you see we're doing work here? Okay, I'll be over there. I'll come back when you're done, sexy ladies. Hypocrisy abounds with this next clip.
When you change your mind, I'll be at the bar.
Wow. See, that guy is exactly why I don't date. Oh my God, you don't have to date that guy. Jesus.
Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. This whole show is built on the premise of women being empowered, and women have it rough because men treat them like dirt because they are afraid to go around corners because they feel like a man's going to leer at them and they're going to grape them. Remember her speech, the famous speech that started it all. I have to deal with all this stuff all the time because I'm objectified. I get the cat call. I'm afraid. Okay. First, you just shadow over that dude. Yeah, that is not a handsome man. That is not a man who's going to pick up a super hot chick. You know what? He's in the game and he's trying. Good for him. No, let's just shit all over him. Let's talk about his looks. Let's dump on him like that. Hypocrisy. Also, then, she says the line. This is why I don't date. You just set up your not Tinder profile. Do you morons writing this even remember what you wrote 5 minutes ago? You just set up your not Tinder profile so you can date. And then you proceed to cheapen relationships in general. Oh, Nikki then starts to go, oh, I'm going to start swiping for you. Don't worry. We'll go through 300 of these. But when you're down to about 100, or then the real editing begins. Then the real curation begins. Yeah, I'm quickly becoming annoyed with Nikki. I've liked Nikki up until now. Now she's past 2 episodes. Starting to get on my nerves. It's just, this is the horrible nature of this show. The hypocrisy. Women can treat men like meat, but men can't treat women like objects of sexual desire at all. No. You started a not Tinder profile. I don't want to date. And why? Why did you do it? Why did you do it? And then Nikki says, oh, you should do it with She-Hulk. You should update your profile as She-Hulk, not Jen. We'll come back to it. Because now back to the vehicle of the stupid. We go to a quick scene where Jen, as back in She-Hulk form, and Wong are basically handing over the cease and desist order to Donnie and Hype Man Cornelius. And it's basically a lot of forced humor. They don't comply. They're going to have to go to court. Again, Hype Man, best part. That's at one point she goes, are you his Hype Man? Says, yeah. Best part. Hype Man's the best part. Mr. Cornelius. We like Mr. Cornelius. Then we go back to date time. Then it's date time. Jen's on her first date as Jen with some deadbeat dude. all right, let's just roll out our continuing attacks on men. Oh, look, this guy's a deadbeat. He's aimless. He has nothing. He pretends to be hip and cool. Oh, I'm salt of the earth. Everybody's so fake in LA. I'm from New York. How long were you in New York? 14 months. And then, of course, he begins to look at his phone because he's bored and she's trying to talk. Again, let's just dump it on men. Men are stupid. She's just trying to find love because she doesn't want to date, but she's using not Tinder to date. It ends with him ditching her and shoving the bill into her face. And she, of course, has to pay it. Oh, no. There you go. A whole scene of just shitting on men and the hypocrisy, tying back to what she already said. I don't want to date them. Why are you doing this? Then why are you doing this? Because we have to show how bad men are. And then we have to show eventually how women can take control and have the power. We are now in court. You saw a bit of it in the opener. Again, these people have already admitted they don't know how to write courtroom dialogue. This is the initial hearing. You're not calling witnesses in this hearing. They call Big Tits Madeline. It was Madeline. Yeah, Big Tits Madeline. Out of nowhere, they open a portal. It's just, first of all, let's take a moment and remember that Wong broke a supervillain out of a federal prison. And they said as much. You broke the law, and then he just effed off, said deuces, I'm out. Now you're back in the same territory where you just broke the law in. Why hasn't he been served with felony charges? Why is he not on trial for breaking Abomination out of prison? But he let him back. Doesn't matter. Still broke the law. No, let's forget it. No, doesn't matter. No. Just consume, don't think. It's mind-blowing. These people do not know what they're doing. They do not understand that there should be repercussions from Wong breaking Abomination out of prison. There were repercussions when Cap broke everybody out of the raft. He was a fugitive because he broke everybody out of the raft. Wong essentially just did the same thing. Nope, he's not a fugitive. It's okay. Let's just let him waltz back in. It's all right. Terrible show. This whole courtroom thing is supposed to be done for laughs. It's not, but, and of course, if you're having a witness, there should be disclosure. The other side should know what your witness list is going to be. And no, we're just going to open a portal and bring in Big Tits Madeline out of the blue. When that happened, the judge should have thrown the case out immediately. That's a mistrial. First of all, opening magic in the middle of the portal, in the middle of the room, mistrial. Magician lawyer on the other side should have said, objection, this list, we were not provided with the existence of this witness. I motion for a mistrial. Facts not in evidence. Shit like that. No. This is not how it works. This isn't how courtroom works. They didn't even swear her in. She hands the guy a drink and goes, don't worry, you can drink it. I'm not sick. My big tits. And then she tells her story and they try to get a dismissal, but they try to, it's all just stupid. The best part is Mr. Cornelius. He's the best part. And the judge says, we're going to keep going with this, and it all falls apart. It's really dumb. But then we really want to move on to Jen back at home. She's bitching and moaning to Nikki that how it doesn't work. And finally, she's trying to do her work and not getting any matches on her not Tinder profile. And what happens is she gives in. She gives in and makes her She-Hulk profile. And suddenly, she's getting matches. I'm using the bad CGI here just for effect. And then we go on the dates. One shallow male after another, even one making fun of nerds. One guy who's hyper obsessed with her abilities. Yeah, it's pretty blatant that you're attacking fans again with that one. This guy, this poor son of a bitch. Oh, these are what nerds are like. They're obsessed with all this stuff. Who cares? Just watch, just consume, don't think. And then finally, we get the best of the lot. What would appear to be a soy boy. What would appear to be a soy boy. But oh no. Oh, we're going to find out maybe he isn't a soy boy. And I don't think they understand what they did. Because this happens. Again, let the hypocrisy continue.
Can I be honest with you? I've been on so many first dates, and I hate talking about myself. Tell me about you.
Oh.
Also, should we split some fries?
Yeah, let's get those to go.
Thirsty, thirsty, thirsty. Someone wants that D. I'm not even sure how to really begin this part without losing it, because this is what's making me angry in this episode. The hypocrisy of it all. Hi, I'm Jennifer Walters. I've made multiple claims throughout this series so far that women are not to be objectified. Women must be treated with respect because we're afraid all the time. We don't want to be catcalled. We're afraid we're going to be assaulted around every corner. I don't want to date, but I'm using my not Tinder profile to date. I'm doing it in the most cheapest, lamest fashion, most lowbrow fashion of all, slide culture. I'm just looking for the hookup. I really want I want a relationship. Then why are you using the Tinder, not Tinder hookup phase? Why are you doing that? Because you're thirsty. Because in the end, women are as horny as men. But no, we can make fun of it and have a good time when the woman is horny. But when the guy wants a piece of that ass, oh no, he's a creep. Then you get this guy right here. Mr. I'm a pediatric oncologist. Oh, you're a cancer doctor. You work with children. Oh. And then he lays on the soy boy lines. I want to hear about you. I want to know more about you. We're going to have a quick scene of Wong and Donnie Blaze. Well, not quick, but it's pointless. It's vehicle for the stupid. Before we get back to this, I'm going to have to cut away in a moment. We're going to come right back. But just know that this is all kinds of wrong with how, with their supposed feminist message that they want to keep pushing on us to tell us that men suck, women are great. Women don't make these mistakes. It's not the women's fault that relationships don't work. It's all on the men because the men are creeps. Even this pseudo soy boy, and he's a pseudo soy boy. See, they paint the picture here of him being hypersensitive. He's a good-looking, fit doctor, and he's sensitive. And he wants to know more about her. Yeah, we'll come back to that. First, however, Donnie Blaze does his show. He's using the sling ring more and more, making more portals. Gets some bimbo up on stage who doesn't want to go through with it because she goes, my girlfriend got left in Hoboken or whatever. Donnie then opens another portal, summons a bird that lays an egg in her hand and hatches a demon. And then he opens the demon portal to try and get rid of it, but then doesn't close it. Because doesn't know how. And then demons pour out and demons are everywhere. And he opens a portal to Wong to get Wong to help. And when Wong decides to help, I'm doing this for the greater good, not for you, Donnie Blaze. As he then leaps through the portal, says, call my lawyer. Now we're back where we really want to be. They're back in Jen's apartment. We've seen clips of this. He wants to keep knowing about her. Mr. Mr. Good-looking doctor, Mr. Piece of Meat that she is just thirsting, dripping, moist all over. Keeps trying to put moves on him. Phone keeps buzzing, keeps ignoring it. She just wants that D. She's thirsty and hungry for the D. Because it's okay for a woman to be like that. It's okay to have Chris Hemsworth be bare-ass naked in a movie. But God forbid we get a little bit of cleavage on Black Widow. God forbid we get that. God forbid Scarlet Witch, prior to Phase Boar, had that booby pushed up. God forbid we appreciate beautiful women, because then we're creeps. Unless you're a sensitive soy boy or pretending to be a sensitive soy boy. Then it's okay, because then the woman wants. Then she wants the smecks. She wants the snoo-snoo. She wants that coitus to not be interruptus. She wants the hump down time. It's okay then. Hypocrisy. Because Jen, she's a powerful woman now. She's the one in control of this. She's the one making the moves on him. In this scene, every time, she's the one going in for the kiss. She's the one who's being sexually aggressive. And it's okay when the woman is sexually aggressive, because then it's empowering. She's being a hard-up slut. That's all right.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Shoot. Shoot, I got it on your couch too. Just 1 second, okay?
What more do you need? Look at that. She is just hungry. She is ready to ravage him. And he's... But he's kind of playing it up. He's got an agenda. Again, women are always right. They are the ones who are pure. Their desires are normal. Men are always going to be bad. Look at her, looking at him like that. Anytime in this current wacko culture that we now live in, when a man looks at a woman like that, we are sexist, we're a misogynist, we just want to treat women's like its. This show is called Women's It. They have said women are it. Females are it. Using that DA guy who I don't think is ever coming back now. I think he's done. Men are not allowed to treat women like sexual objects, but she is treating this guy like a sexual object because she wants to get effed hard. That is the truth, but it's okay for her. It's all right for her because she's a powerful woman. She's empowered. It's her right to grab that D whenever she wants, but God forbid a man lusts after the booty in the boobie. Well, coitus is interrupted when Wong pops open. Why aren't you answering your phone? I need you to help me. Basically, Wong pulls her through the portal. She says, wait right here, I'll be back. And like a good little man, he waits because, well, he knows he's going to seal the deal. He's going to get that fine She-Hulk poontang. While she goes off now to fight. Vehicle for the stupid. This whole forced comedy scene is her complaining about having her love life interrupted. You mean your swipe hookup culture. Your swipe hookup culture. You're not really here to date this guy. You're here to get effed by him. And then you're going to be sad later. And then we'll get to that. Getting ahead of myself. They fight. She's bitching and moaning. She's being insufferable Jen bitch. Insufferable annoying bitch the whole time. The fight ends. It's just a lot of CGI nonsense of throwing the demons around, hurting them through portals, blah, blah, blah. And then Donnie and Mr. Cornelius are in a corner, and she basically gets them to cease and desist. Fine. It's over. Wong teleports Jen right back to where she was. But first, before she lands, let's see him being sensitive again, reading a nice little feminist book. Oy vey. Well, Jen arrives, drops down right on top of him, and basically initiates the horniness once again. And then we get the famous picking him up. And he actually says, whoa, as she picks him up to take him to bed. He goes, whoa. Snoo happens. We start with Jen getting text from Nikki. I want to know the deeds. I want to know the dirty little details. And now Jen is Jen again, making breakfast. The news is on. And as she's listening to news, she's hearing about how Titania is now free from prison. But then here comes our doctor. Well, this is what happens.
Who are you?
Jen. Just not in Hulk form. Just Jen.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That's cool. Unexpected.
I made breakfast.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Well, what did I say before? This guy was pretending to be a soy boy. Now, when I was watching, before we got to this point, I thought, oh, soy boy, here they come. They're just going to make a masculine-looking man into a full-on, hypersensitive soy boy. Nope. I admit it, I didn't see where they were going to go with this. They took a left turn back into the lane that I should have expected them to stay in the first place. All men are bad. All men are bad. This guy clearly was just in it to get that She-Hulk booty, to get in there to seal the deal. He knew he had it because in her empowering moment, she was all over him. She was in control. No, actually, he was in control. And there's their secret message. Men are trash. They're trash. They just want to use you and throw you away. And they had a moment right here after this, as he ditches, as he bails on just Jen. Just me. As he moves on and runs away because he got what he really wanted. He had sex with She-Hulk. He had hot, sweaty snoo with the beautiful Jade Giantess. And he's going to go brag about it, probably. No. Now it's just Jen. After he leaves, there's a moment where she is frowning because it's just, I'm going to leave, and it hurts. And right there, they break the fourth wall. She breaks the fourth wall, but instead of doing something, I don't know, intelligent, and doing an actual commentary on how bad swipe culture is, how degrading it really is, despite the fact they poke fun at it, but they don't really make the commentary. Take a moment. Really say how bad swipe culture is for both men and women, because she was as much a part of this disgusting scene as he is, by thirsting all over him, by treating him like the piece of meat. Let's make that commentary. Maybe it's time to say no more swipe culture. All it does is breed horrible human behavior. It's amped up one-night stands to the nth degree. I mean, one-night stands were always a thing, but swipe culture makes it even worse because it really just cuts it down to the fact that I'm just looking to get banged. Instead of making a serious commentary for the fourth wall, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have done this profile. Maybe this is the wrong thing. Maybe I should be actually looking for a real relationship out there, trying to meet somebody, maybe not being an insufferable bitch at the same time. No, then you're gonna make Tinder mad. Then you're gonna make certain aspects of the base you're appealing to mad if you actually tell the truth about something. So instead of breaking the fourth wall with that, she frowns for a second, but instead goes, "Cute doctors were a cliche anyway." And then there's a door knock, and she thinks, "Oh, he's back. He's gonna do me again." Nope, she's being served by Titania. Because Titania, in the interim of all this, because who knows, I guess, how long it takes. Let's forget the fact that trademarking takes a little bit of time. It's not an instantaneous thing. This show has gone over, I don't know, we're less than a week in since she became She-Hulk, I think. It's maybe been a week, maybe 2. No, Titania has trademarked She-Hulk, and she's suing Jen for copyright infringement. Episode. And then she has the nerve to do this on the way out the door.
Kind of a bummer way to end this episode. I bet there's a fun tag.
Stupid. Yeah, here's your tag. Wong and Big Tits Madeline geeking out with each other while watching something. I think it's I don't even know what the show is called. It's stupid. We're so funny with our fourth wall breaks. No, you're not. In the end, this entire episode was an exercise in hypocrisy. And again, the main theme of this entire show, man-hating. All men are pigs. All men are disgusting. You had a chance to do something interesting and make an actual social commentary on how bad swipe culture is. But nope, we're going to make light of it. We're gonna be hypocrites about it. Not really stress at how women are as guilty of it as men. But no, because in the end, she's still the victim. Victim culture. That's what this show's about. And then let's do other stupid shit. Let's forget that Wong committed crimes. And even more, let's completely forget the end of the last episode of we didn't get the blood for the boss. Not a mention of that. Not even an allusion to it. No, we're bringing back Titania for some stupid, lame story purposes. There is no story to this show. It should have been, it feels like it should have been people want her blood and somebody's after her blood. That's kind of been here, but there is no purpose to this show. What is going on? We asked this question. What is this show about? It's about man-hating. But no, what's Jen's story? Oh, it's about being empowered. Okay, being empowered to be a slut. Being empowered to do whatever you want. Being empowered to be an insufferable bitch. That's basically it. This show is trash. Last week, twerking. This week, slide culture. This is not what entertainment is. This isn't fun. And you know what? People are starting to wake up to this. This show is being hammered by everybody because they don't like it. Not enjoying it. But I hope you're enjoying these reviews because I will be back next week with episode 5. Until then, you have a good day or evening wherever you may be. Take it easy. I will catch you later. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach out to me at therentnerd@gmail.com. That email's for channel business only, so I check it on a daily basis. Also, you can find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can find me at Rumble and Odyssey, The Renaissance Nerd. Thank you again. See you next time.